annals of alternatives evoke as much mystery and fascination as John Ernst Worrell Keely. In the late 19th century, Keely pioneered an approach to energy generation that defied conventional physics, a field now often described as sympathetic vibrational physics. At its core, Keely's work posited that the fabric of reality was not merely composed of inert matter but of dynamic, vibrating ether, a medium whose resonant properties could be harnessed to produce seemingly inexhaustible energy. Keely's theories revolve around the notion of ether, envisioned not as a static substance but as counter space, the unmanifest realm from which our observable reality emerges. In this framework, the visible world is only half the picture. The unmanifest, quantitatively linked to the golden ratio, underpins natural order from the vast spiral of galaxies to the delicate structure of living organisms. Here, vibrations in the ether give birth to etherics, high-energy circulations that coalesce to form matter. According to Keely, three intersecting vibratory circuits, the fundamental circles, combine to create an atom. Separate these circles, and one reveals the particle nature underlying all physical forms. The mechanics of sympathetic vibrational physics. Keely's approach was radical. Instead of relying on chemical reactions or nuclear fission, he proposed that energy could be extracted through precise acoustic vibrations transmitted through the ether. His device, referred to in some texts as the Liberate, was designed to disintegrate matter at the subatomic level by initiating resonant vibrations. This process, Keely argued, could break down water and other substances into their constituent etherics, with the vibratory energy cascading through progressively finer scales. In theory, if one could continuously induce such vibrations, it would lead to a state of infinite disintegration, a perpetual cascade that releases energy far surpassing that of conventional nuclear reactions. A lost legacy and the shadows of history. The promise of Keely's technology was not without its controversies. His work, heavily guarded and supported by figures like Clara Bloomfield Moore, has largely been shrouded in secrecy. Some historians believe that after Keely's death, critical documents were sequestered by his benefactors and later resurfaced only sporadically, whispered about in discussions that blend the lore of Tartaria with modern free energy experiments. Whether these documents truly contain the blueprint for an inexhaustible energy source or are merely relics of an overambitious genius remains a matter of debate. Yet, the enduring allure of free energy continues to invite speculation and calls for a re-examination of discarded paradigms, challenging the mainstream. What makes Keely's propositions particularly provocative is their direct challenge to the established doctrines of physics. Mainstream science, with its reliance on Einstein's mass energy equivalence and well-documented nuclear phenomena, largely dismisses the idea that acoustic vibrations in an all-pervading ether could account for energy production on the scale Keely envisioned. Proponents of his theories argue that the traditional interpretations of atomic disintegration and nuclear energy are incomplete, suggesting that there is an underlying vibratory process, one that modern quantum physics has yet to fully explain, that might unlock the door to free, unlimited energy. The infinite promise of vibrational energy. Perhaps the most tantalizing aspect of Keely's vision is the sheer scale of its potential. Imagine a world where a single gallon of water, when subjected to the correct vibratory frequencies, could generate enough energy to sustain civilization for a century. This is not merely the promise of an efficient power source, it is a challenge to the very limits of what is thought possible in energy generation. In Keely's model, the process of breaking down matter is an endless fractal of vibrational decay, a mechanism that, if properly harnessed, could provide a continuous and self-replenishing energy source. While Keely's ether technology remains controversial and largely outside the bounds of accepted science, it embodies a spirit of inquiry that is essential to scientific progress. The notion that unseen vibratory forces could underlie the fabric of matter invites us to question long-held assumptions and to explore new, interdisciplinary approaches that bridge classical physics, acoustics, and quantum mechanics. Even if much of Keely's work is metaphorical or incomplete by today's standards, it serves as a reminder that the universe may still harbor secrets that challenge our understanding of energy, matter, and the very nature of reality.